Some fielding in the deep. They come back for a second. Good quick running.
Good to see Tuscan back into the attack. I think with the conditions, the ball skidding on, although the plan through the middle is to use the Bangladesh spinners, I think they've adjusted to conditions and bringing back on Tuscan to try and use that extra bit of skid that may be in the wicket with the moisture that's out there.
Yeah, great move from Bangladesh. Oh, that rain's looks like it's getting potentially a bit heavier. He's been the pick of the bowlers, Tuscan. Needs to come in and get a wicket here.
He's looking for Yorker length on that occasion. And sharper in the field, apart from one drop catch. They have looked to field with more intent. Attacking the ball.
They've backed up their bowlers tonight. It has just been the one drop catch, but Tuscan's been impressive. Not only with his bowling, but in the field. Took a great catch. But he's the sort of bowler that you can bring back now. He's a wicket taker. Looking at the lineup tonight, Tuscan and Sharaful both look likely. Pitches assisting pace and bounce. Perhaps even get a slip in there.
Slightly less pace on the delivery this time. Naeem in the deep. They'll come back for two more. Tuscan Ahmed also generating some good pace. Delivery before that, 142 k's per hour. So it's bowling with some ferocity out there this evening.
It's a good drop in pace. Gone from 140, as you said, Scotty, to 118. And let's just see what he's done here. Oh, it's almost a knuckleball. Pulls the fingers back. It's very interesting delivery that. Comes out seam up. Well bowled and great disguise from Tuscan Ahmed.
Yeah, once again.
Yeah, that's a great delivery for a bowler like Tuscan Ahmed. This is a batsman, you'd look up, you see the seam upright, you're thinking that's an on-pace delivery, that's stock ball.
Exactly right, Simo. Beautifully bowled and under lights as well in the dark night sky, and this delivery comes out the same as his full pace delivery with the seam upright. Makes it difficult to pick and adjust to that lack of pace, so very skillful from Tuscan.
Straight through. Everyone, in fact. 143 k's per hour that time from Tuscan. He has worked himself into the groove here tonight.
Bringing the heat, Tuscan Ahmed. This one on pace delivery. Seam bolt upright again. Wow, it's almost just gone through Will Young there. Just missing off stump. He was late on that, Will Young. Changes of pace have been superb this over.
Runs this time. Sensational drive. Saw it early, Phillips. Got himself in line and cracked it to the boundary for four. Tuscan's over comes to a close, 81 for 3. Good shot from Glenn Phillips. Tuscan Ahmed had the better of that over. Average delivery during the over, 142 k's per hour. One that just missed Phillips off stump and in the air and fielded with the chest. Mitoon. That'll leave a bruise.
This is the previous over. He just gets his leg out of the way, the front leg. What that does, that gives him the ability to throw the arms at it. Great shot. He gets into a position of power. That front leg just splayed out.
Oh, again, beaten. Young is halfway down the wicket. He'll have to get back an hour. He would have been gone. It is not comfortable out there for the Kiwis right now.
Created 2 run-out opportunities, the Bangladesh players. If he had hit, he would have been long gone. Bowler potentially could have done a job there, Sumo.
Nasum is running away from the ball. He's standing at the stumps. That's gone. That's a wicket. What a let-off that might prove to be.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying here, Sumo. You want the bowler at the stumps, but perhaps he just saw the wind-up. Would have been close.
He's hit again.
Sometimes you see the wind-up from certain players and you go, don't really want a piece of this one.
In fairness, I probably would have been running away too. That was coming at a rate of knots. The other thing to consider in a situation like that, however, Nasum had already convinced himself of his own disappointment that he didn't bowl Phillips with the delivery. But if he's set there at the wicket, is that the cue for the fielder then? Maybe to just rein in his throw. Inside out, all the way over. 4 runs, 88 for 3.
Phillips looking dangerous. He showed intent the whole summer. He's come out and he's played shots. They needed a boundary, the Black Caps here. Only 3 off the over. Got to the last ball, and we keep talking about the importance of getting in and out of your over. He gives the length to Phillips, manages to get underneath it. That's a great shot in the gap. Soon finishes his spell. Not for 25 or 4.
Nasum unable to repeat the heroics of Seddon Park. No wicket claims by Ahmed. 25 runs conceded, 4 overs. Ultimately, it's just one threat out of the way from the Black Caps' point of view. Another, though, with the ball. Mahidi back into the attack. Whammo. Don't bother chasing that. Will Young awakens.
Stand and deliver. He got a bit of length and width. And we talked about it earlier in the show. He doesn't always look like he's got heaps of power, but he manages to crash that for 6 easily.
Wound up again, misses out. Glenn Phillips mic'd up. Gee, Pete, getting settled out there, this partnership.
Yeah, it's coming along nicely. I think we've realised that we've got to try and swing a bit straighter through the line with that ball skidding on a bit. Yeah, they're bowling quite quick through the air, so especially the spinners. So maybe trying to target the side screen or cow corner as opposed to trying to tickle around the corner is probably our best option. At least that's what me and Will have been talking about.
Stumped this time. Came down, Will Young, wanted to get on with it, and Shak Mahidi Hassan has the wicket. Will Young departs for 14. Big breakthrough for Bangladesh.
Well, Will Young obviously saw this as a good matchup. The off spinner to him. He hit the first ball for 6, wanted to repeat it on the 4th delivery. Mahidi, you got to say that is well bowled. Flight and a little bit of width, gone with the arm in what would be tough conditions for the spinner. Will Young goes for 14, scores 94 for 4.
Well, a new partner, GP, just when you wanted to accelerate, so chance to regroup again here.
Yeah, well, in the end, we're 11 overs in, so I think pretty soon it'll be going from both ends. So if we can maybe work through here, try and take what we can, the odd boundary here and there, for an over or two, and then I think with the depth of our batting order, I think we both still got to look to be as aggressive as possible.
Mark Chapman facing up. Mahedi's bowling well. Phillips scampers through for one, thought about a couple, and then screamed no to Chapman here at the crease. Thanks to Glenn Phillips for talking to us. Pretty clear plan in his mind.
Yeah, seems pretty confident in the plan as well. Just 2 more overs, he reckons, of perhaps pushing the ball around and then being really aggressive. So it shows a lot of confidence in this batting order, and why not? It's been a good summer. That's good work from Mahedi. That's well bowled. As I said, it's tough conditions. A little bit moisture on the pitch.
Over the top, into the Harris stand. Glenn Phillips. He said he might take the occasional boundary. He wasn't lying. 101 for 4.
Wow, that's a shot of power. He set himself early. He got some length from Mahedi. Wide and short. Was able to just free his arms. That is you have to be a powerful batter to hit it over extra cover off the back foot. Great shot.
Thanks. Bit of juke. Don't like the juke.
Glenn, were you saying thanks to me there? I just said
I was
great
saying
shot.
thanks to you, Grant, so I can hear you talking behind my back.
I was just commentating. Did you like that piece? I said shot of power.
Yeah, I did. I really enjoyed that piece. Keep talking me up. It's good.
We always talk you up, Glenn.
Thanks, Granta.
Tell me...
Our Sappers boys, we've got to stick together.
Tell me something about the bounce of this pitch. Shariful was getting a little bit of bounce. Bit extra there?
I think the rain that's come down has quickened the pitch up quite a lot. And there's, even though it looks brown, there's still quite a bit of grass on it. So I think it's getting that little bit of a trampoline bounce every now and again when it hits the strings. So it's nice to have a little bit of pace on it, to be fair. Especially when these boys are used to playing on slower wickets, that, they may get a bit greedy every now and again, which would be ideal for us. Yeah, come Chap. Chappy.
Mark Chapman, happy with the one. Again, thanks to Glenn Phillips for making himself available. It's great to get the insight from the players and now the conference. Wayne Knights and Chris Brown discussing conditions here. They don't look promising. And they're calling the players from the field, much to the crowd's disappointment here. But the rain has become increasingly heavy. In the interest of safety, the umpires have had to make the call, so the covers will come out. InsideEdge.sparksport.co.nz if you want to get questions through for any of our commentary team tonight. Glenn Phillips in the box seat. He will head back to the dugout. 30 runs off just 17 deliveries. Mark Chapman joining him following the dismissal of Will Young, who was stumped off the bowling of Mahedi. Story so far. Martin Guptill, 21 again. A good start for Martin Guptill. Finn Allen at his first runs of his T20 career. Hit one out of the park too. 17 he finished on. Naeem took him in the deep. Conway caught by Mithun. Just didn't quite get a hold of one off the bowling of Shariful, who bowled a challenging length to Conway. And Will Young trying to get ahead of the game. Charged down the pitch, and Lytton Das greedily accepted the opportunity to stump him off the bowling of Shak Mahedi Hassan. 102 for 4. 12.2 overs down. They bowled with Soom out. 11 dot balls, 25 runs. Just no wickets today for Naseem Ahmed. Huskin, 2 overs, gone for 24 runs. But wickets for Saif, Taskin Shariful and Mahidi, sharing the joy and the success, those 4 bowlers. First wicket to go, and it was high, and a challenge, and taken. And then what about this for a catch? Huskin gobbled it up. Marty Guptill couldn't believe it, and you can hear the excitement. He can't believe it himself. Devon Conway got a knee up and dismissed. Just flew to mid-wicket, and then Will Young. Intriguing about Will Young, Matt, that's just not the way Will Young generally plays the game. He's not known as a charger, somebody to come down, so I understand why he wanted to accelerate.
Yeah, I reckon that was one of those overs, Sumo, where they thought they were in a good position, Phillips and Young, and he thought, off spinner on this wicket, I'm going to take him down, I'm going to go big. Hit the first one for 6. Sometimes that's the sort of over that gets you from 160 to 180. And you get 5 of those overs throughout the innings, 5 overs over sort of 15 plus. That's what gets you those big scores. Looking at it now, Black Caps go at 12 and over, they get 194. 10 and over gets them 179.
Yeah. Umpire Haig under the brolly. Not entirely sure how long this rain delay will be. The forecast did not suggest that the rain would set in tonight, or settle in at least. We've been through a period forecasted to have some precipitation. Ross Taylor has joined us in the commentary box. Good evening to you again, Ross. Confident of a restart sooner rather than later?
Well, I think with the rain and when it was dropping, if it was a one-day or a test match, we definitely would have been off. We're in entertainment business, so hopefully Phil and his groundsman can get out there and
fix the problem.
And fix the problem.
Well, you're a local boy though, Roscoe. You should know what's going on out there. You've played many a game at McLean Park. Doesn't look like there's much wind out there.